an adventure, a story that unfolds over years. Here at JM Music Studio, we don't just teach you how to play an instrument. Our goal is to create lifelong musicians who are here to guide you on that epic quest. Imagine starting out, your fingers fumbling, maybe a little unsure, but with each lesson, each practice session, something amazing happens. You get better. That first song you master feels like a huge victory. Then comes the first recital. You're nervous, but you walk on stage, take a deep breath, and play your heart out. The applause you hear, that's for you. That's for your hard work. As the years go by, you'll tackle more challenging pieces, discover new styles of music, and maybe even start writing your own. You'll find your unique voice, the one that's only yours. We see it happen all the time. We love watching our students grow year after year, not just as players, but as artists. Each milestone, from that first simple melody to a complex sonata, is a new chapter in your musical story. And then comes the grand finale. After years of dedication, learning, and growing, you're ready to graduate. But you don't just leave, you go out with a bang. We send you off with an amazing senior recital, a concert that showcases everything you've accomplished. It's a celebration of your entire journey. A performance that tells your story from the very first note to the final triumphant chord. This isn't just about lessons, it's about building a passion that will last a lifetime. It's about the joy, the challenge, and the incredible fulfillment that comes from sticking with it. The journey of a musician is one of the most rewarding adventures you can ever take. So, are you ready for the journey? Are you ready to write your own musical story? Let's begin.
All right. I wish that this is how, when I walked through the door when I got home from work, I wish this is how my interest looked. That would be really cool with my wife and kids. Just kidding. I made that joke last time too, sorry. Sorry guys, you guys heard that one already. Well, welcome. My name is Jared Naputi, and I get the privilege of being the director of this incredible studio, but I couldn't do it without a phenomenal team. So if you all could give a big round of applause to some of our teachers that we have here. So I just wanted to welcome you. So this is our end of year recital that we put on. And in this video that you just watched, you saw a bunch of actually former students of ours that they've all now gone off to college, and some of them are still pursuing music, some of them are just playing music as more of a hobby. But I wanted to showcase basically the journey that we're hoping for all of you guys. And so I have a question. Students, who here is performing with the studio for like your first or second time with us? Can you put your hand up? So we got a few. Awesome. So that's the goal of our studio, is we want to see you guys continue on with your instrument all throughout, your middle school, high school years. And then when you hit your senior year, we actually spend an entire year preparing for your senior recital. And so that evening is just a whole night of you playing, and it's like an hour of music, and you invite all your friends, all your family, and then we celebrate with this epic concert that reflects your musical taste, your musical personality. And so we actually just had a couple of students do their senior recitals. If any of you know Jake Gammett or Annie Nelson, they were just up here 2 weeks ago doing theirs. And it was super exciting. Jake was really into classical music and film scores, and so his night featured mostly those genres. Annie, she's more of she likes to play in bands, and she's more of a singer-songwriter on piano. And so she had a full band on stage playing with her, and one of the coolest things was Annie loves to play by ear. So we had a hat out there with little scraps of paper, and people just wrote in their favorite song and put it in the hat. And then in the middle of her senior recital, she drew from the hat random songs and played 3 different songs by ear, and it was super cool, super awesome. So anyways, guys, that's our goal for you. We want to see you continue with your instrument all the way to senior year, and then send you off with something super special as just a way to celebrate you and all your hard work that you put into this. It's been a great year for us with the studio. We're really excited about something new that we added 2 months ago, actually. Did anybody here go to the Studio Sessions concert? We have anybody? Okay, a couple. There we go. Great. Okay, so as many of you know, we do 2 of these types of recitals every single year. And these recitals are super important for us. It is a way to really see the students grow because they're coming up on stage as a solo performer and they're really being, pushed. And so there is a little bit of pressure in this environment when the lights are on and it's just you and you have to come up and perform, right? But we wanted to offer kind of an alternate venue for students to perform, something that was more collaborative. So we had this idea to do a Studio Sessions concert, and we rented out a space for an entire day. And what we did was we had students, they would come earlier in the day and practice with their band. And so their band was generally the teachers as their backing band, but also some of the other students. And so we would have about 6 or 7 minutes to rehearse every song. And so we did about 30 songs that night. And it was just a way for students to feel what it's like to perform with professional musicians in the context of a band. And so it was a super successful night. I was so proud of everybody. Everyone was practicing on their own at their homes and their lessons, and then we just came together for a quick 6-minute rehearsal per song, and then we performed it later that night, and it was so much fun. And so we loved it so much, it got such great feedback that we want to start doing that type of performance twice a year as well. And so we're going to have our studio session concerts twice a year, and then our studio recitals twice a year. And so they're accomplishing different goals. This one, like I said, is more about growth. The concert is going to be more about fun and enjoying all the fruit of your labor by playing in bands with other people, which is such an exciting thing that musicians get to do. So, other than that, just a couple of quick things. So students, if the student before you is walking on stage, make sure that you are waiting backstage, okay? So we'll be like, you can walk on and be on deck backstage through those steps over there. And then a quick note, Trent Horn, unfortunately, is not going to be able to join us today, and so we're going to be skipping over him at the end. But I believe that is going to do it for me. So, are you all ready to get started? Yeah? All right, let's bring a warm welcome for Mr. Roman up to the stage to kick off our 2026 Summer Recital.
Here comes a wave meant to wash me away, a tide that is taking me under. Swallowing sand up with nothing to say, my voice drowned out in the thunder. But I won't cry, and I won't start to crumble. Whenever they try to shut me or cut me down, I won't be silent. You can't keep me quiet. What's up for what you got? All I know is I won't go speechless. 'Cause I'll breathe and try to suffocate. Don't you underestimate me? 'Cause I know that I won't go speechless. Centuries old and unbending. Stay in your place, better see but not heard. But now that story is ending. 'Cause I cannot start to crumble. Whenever they try to shut me or put me down, I won't be silent. You can't keep me quiet. What's up for what you try? All I know is I won't go speechless. Speechless, let me stormy, and I cannot keep broken. Hey boy, I'm gonna get you real good once I betcha. Hey boy, once I get ya, you'll be oh so bright that I like ya. Ow! Once in my life, you can shine so bright in the moonlight. Step two, silhouette top, if you in my shadow looks so right. Step three, wanna arrive, you can look my way with our eyes. Step four, give me on the floor, make me say more. Feeling all your attention on me. No reason to be so shy with me. Thinking about coming over. Know you wanna move closer. But it must be true with me. Got you on my radar, so you're gonna be with me tonight. Gonna do I'ma get you real good once I betcha.
so much for coming. Let's have all of our students come to their feet one more time. Let's give them a big round of applause, please. And as you guys come on up to the stage, let's do a quick group picture together, and then we'll let you all get out of here and get on with your Saturday. All right, thanks again for coming, everybody. I hope you all have a great summer, and we do have a spot for some pictures outside in front of a little step and repeat. And if you want to tag us on social, we are at JN Music Studio SD on Instagram. Anyways, have a great summer. Thanks, y'all.